Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Bliss of Brit, the podcast. Today is our 10th episode, and I'm thinking that we should do something special every 10 episodes because that is truly a beautiful, beautiful monument that I want to celebrate. So, every 10 episodes, let's do a Q&A type podcast. Y'all submit your questions and I'll share my beautiful answers. And then if we have time at the end, I'll also share some of my favorites over these last 10 weeks of my life. So let's do it. I on my Instagram, I did a poll on my story and y'all came and y'all submitted some beautiful questions to get into this episode. So let's get into it. And if you want to in the future catch it, I usually share it on my Bliss of Bread Instagram story. And then from there, I share the link to all other socials. Next time, I should probably share it on YouTube as well. Get into my YouTube posting on like the YouTube, whatever it's the YouTube feed. I'll share it on my YouTube feed next time as well. So, yeah. So here we go. The first question we have is where do you see yourself in 3 years? And as I wrote these down, I was already like thinking like, what is my answer to that question? And when it came to that one, I think in 3 years, I would like to be a more free because I already am free. I believe we all are beautifully free, but I would like to be even more what's the word? Like more accepting of the flow because there's still things that I'm working on now and of course you will always have something that you are working on. But I'll say probably my focus in this moment now is just allowing allowing myself to go with the flow and not feel like all of my work was for nothing when times of testing come, if you get what I'm saying. Like if I wake up one day and I'm a little upset or I feel weird, instead of forcing myself to be like, no, you don't feel that, just to have more grace with it. Like, okay, yeah, we do feel this in this moment. And that is beautifully okay. We feel that and we're okay with feeling that. So I guess in 3 years, I know I'll be far further along in my love filled journey of life and I'll have a whole lot more knowledge to share about it. And I just, whatever I can picture in the next 3 years of my life, I know the divine will deliver to me the better of it. So, where do I see myself in 3 years? I see myself at peace, at bliss. I see myself sharing love as I do now, but simply in a different, in a different way, in a different time, possibly a similar way, but it'll be beautifully different. We're always changing, we're always growing, and I see myself as a more mature, but at the same time, still carrying the childlike joy for life, which I think is maturity. I think we're told that mature is being very serious 24/7 when really I think to be an adult and to grow is to remember our essence, remember that we're meant to be childlike, joyful beings. So as I mature, I see myself remembering more and more what my soul's essence is and showing up with more authenticity in that. So, yeah. And I guess physically in 3 years, I can I can see this community growing into a beautiful, beautiful divine masterpiece. It already is one, but I can see it growing into where it is divinely meant to be. I can see us being a great, beautiful, loving community, a space for people to come and feel peace, a safe space. I'd love to have a safe space to share love and grow as a community together. So that's where I see Bliss of Brit going. I see it inspiring many, many, many people, hopefully you. Do you think social media affects this generation? That's our next question. I will say, yeah, of course. I think whatever you see and interact with is a catalyst for change, a catalyst for growth, a catalyst to learn something. And I think a whole lot of eyes are on social media. So, of course, it is affecting person to person. I will say it can put a lot of ideas in your head and you can get lost and not remembering who you are. And on the other side, you can learn more about who you are. It's really just how you use it. Because even me, I went through a phase where I would doom scroll on things that had nothing to do with me. And it was all about for me to take a step back to unfollow a whole lot of creators, not because they were bad people, but because the impact they had on my mental health was not a good one. So you can use social media as a catalyst to show yourself boundaries, or it can be in the other way, showing yourself the opposite of having boundaries, but hopefully in that in the future it'll then become a way of teaching yourself boundaries again, a beautiful cycle. You It's a beautiful tool when you use it as a tool. It can be a distraction when it is used as a distraction, and I can see how that can affect people in various ways. I think when used as a catalyst, when you take control and reins of it, it's such a beautiful thing. And on the opposite side, when it kind of rules your life, it can it does a little bit of harm, I will say, but in that harm, I've learned a lot more about myself. There's a reason for everything. And I will say, social media, it's like they say as humans, we were never meant to see this many people at one time, have so many different opinions, have so many different views thrown at us. And I can understand that and see like maybe life was meant to be more slow paced, more appreciating the beauty in the physical rather than in the technological world. But I think it is a beautiful catalyst for growth. Like I said, I would follow people on social media who I wanted to kind of be in a way, and therefore it hurt my confidence a lot because every time I would see these people, I'd be like, "Oh, I need this, I need that, I need that. I don't look like that. I'm not this, I'm not that." Rather, instead, taking it slow and seeing these people and saying, "You know what? They're beautiful, but I'm beautiful too." So I had to take a break and unfollow a lot of those creators at one time because it was too much for where I was in my journey. And now after taking that break, I can circle back around and I can see all these beautiful creators and say, they're living their authentic truth, and that is beautiful for them. However, my authentic nature is not going to be an exact mirror of theirs. It's going to be mine. And it's a beautiful thing to see people succeed in their authenticity, in their desires, and receive their desires so beautifully. And I think, if anything, social media is a beautiful example maker. It shows us examples of people truly living their dreams and being fulfilled and being free. And it's a beautiful inspiration. And I will say, social media, yeah, it does affect our generation. It affects anybody who interacts with it because you are changing every second and every moment based on the inputs you receive. And if you are inputting social media, it is affecting you. And I think it is up to you on whether you believe that change is positive or negative, and whether you listen to that cue of whether it is positive or negative. And I think in that way, whether the effect is positive or negative, it is a benefit to you because you can learn from that change, like, oh, I don't like how that felt. Let's do this. Or, oh, I did like how that felt. Maybe I like doing this. And it's all about returning to a softer, more love filled way of life. And I think social media is a beautiful catalyst in that when treated with that intention. And social media is a lot of the reason why I can speak to you now like this. It is a beautiful, beautiful tool when used as a tool and not as like a god in your life, because it is not a god in your life. It is a tool that God can use in your life to bring you blessings, but it is not the one that you should be praising. And I guess that's my answer to that question. Next question is a more lighthearted one. It's my personal style and favorite colors. I will say it's something I'm still figuring out because I know like I love a good girly dress, like a super girly, frilly, fluffy dress. But on the other side, I really like bohemian styles or even just minimalistic, like a simple dress, a simple shoe. I love a good Mary Jane shoe. So it's really just finding my personal style. It's so hard to describe because it's literally just me and it's like princess bohemian maybe princess bohemian there's another word that's coming to my mind that I can't like I can't put a dot on it, put a pin on it. So I'll say my style is more princessy. It's definitely bohemian-y, and I'll say Brittany-y. And favorite colors, I love a good pink, as you can tell from my setup. I love pink. But when it comes to wearing a color, I love green. I love to wear green. I like gold when it comes to jewelry. Um, yeah, I love and appreciate every color. I will say I feel like my colors are more blue, green, to wear blue, green. I love wearing black, but I feel like white probably favors me more physically when I wear it. So yeah, that was a nice little buffer question. Next is how do you deal with anxiety? I'll say how I deal with anxiety in the present moment when it comes to fear, when it comes to uncomfortable emotions is I feel like I mentioned it a little earlier, but just self-soothing, giving my hand a little massage, touching back into my senses, take a deep breath. I saw this um was it on Substack? I'm not sure where it was. It was on one of these, the article social media site. I believe it was Substack, I'm not sure. But it's to take a deep breath and then take another sip of air. And that really brings you back into the present moment. So kind of you go like this, it's like something like that. Oh, and speaking of that, also when you do a sigh, like an audible sigh, it helps just to go like imagine the sound you would make when everything works out in your favor, when you no longer have fear, when the answer is there, you'd make a big like sigh of relief. So practice that sigh of relief. But I'll say my main one is definitely self-soothing, like physically, I like to massage my arms, go on my right above my heart, draw circles. Some EFT tapping is also fun. And like I said, I like to just affirm myself that in these feelings of anxiety, I am okay. For a feeling of anxiety is not confirmation of the fear being true, but rather it's just confirmation that I'm alive and I'm living and I am experiencing these mind, heart, feelings, ideas, emotions, inputs, and I'm alive and that is a beautiful thing. So I like to just say, I understand that you're feeling this, Brittany, and that is okay. You are okay. You are safe. You are secure in these feelings. You are safe. You are secure. And that does not mean that they are true, but rather just let yourself flow with them for to grasp onto the idea and to shake and shiver and have fear in that idea. It's kind of in a way fueling it and making myself believe it to be true when truly at the end of the day, the divine God is the only truth and all mankind are liars. Some ideas that you have in your head, they're not always truth, but the truth is that love wins, that God wins. So just reminding myself that it is okay to feel these fears and I'm safe and secure, that even when I feel these fears, as long, not even as long, but I can feel these fears and I'm still safe and secure. It's just what I remind myself. And like I said, I do my little massages, maybe take a nice bath, a nice shower, eat something sweet, and just take it easy. Like treat yourself, see yourself as the child within you in those moments, and you step into the parenting figure and say, what would a parent do if their kid came to them and told them these fears? What would a parent do? What would a divine parent do? They would simply listen and comfort them. Just listen and comfort. Don't deny the feelings. Don't say, that's not true. Don't don't what's the word? Don't dwindle the fears and erase them from existence. Rather, you allow yourself to feel the feelings and therefore release the feelings. And that is something I'm still working on because in the past, I was the type to completely ignore the feelings and put sparkles and rainbows on top of it. But rather lately, I realized the beauty in being human, the beauty in feeling these senses, the beauty in listening to my mind heart energy and letting it flow and being accepting of it and not not making my mind heart energy the enemy, but rather living cohesively with it. I feel like that's the word, or coinciding with it. So I see anxiety as a beautiful opportunity to comfort myself, to feel the feelings, and to do it anyway. Do it scared, do it with fear, whatever it is that my soul is divinely pulling me to do and trying to tell me, like if I'm going out and I'm feeling fear about getting out the car, having a moment checking in, saying it's okay to feel these feelings. Say I'm safe and secure, that I trust I am safe and secure. I have all that I need. And it doesn't mean that in that moment of soothing that the feeling disappears, but rather choosing love instead of fear, choosing to trust instead of to be small. So stepping out the car and each time I feel the feelings and still go out and show up for myself, I'm proving to myself that I genuinely am okay. Like it is a truth that I am okay, but to prove it with actions, it helps your brain to feel safer in those situations that could bring about anxiety because anxiety is and these feelings of fear and sometimes when you just want to say small, it's your brain seeking comfort in what it knows. So the more you expose yourself to living fearlessly, the more your brain accepts that as I am okay in unknown situations. Everything is going to work out for my favor. I'm safe. I am secure, you know? It's just rewiring your brain to trust and allowing yourself to know as well that even in fear, it's okay. It's okay to feel. It's okay to be human. It's okay to be alive, but I will not change my name to anxiety and always listen to what it says. But what I will do is say, I'm going to feel you, and then I'm going to release you, and I'm going to live my life. So, yeah, I used to have very strong anxiety when I was younger. And I think the more that I embrace God, divinity, how everything is truly working out in my favor, the less fearful I become when I hear anxiety's voice in my life because I know that I'm I'm okay. That everything is always working out for me, that only good can manifest, and no fear, no idea can change that. I am safe and I'm secure, and I believe that. Um, so yeah, those are some of my anxiety combats. Next, what to do when interested in someone? I love this question. I truly, truly do. Because I feel like we're taught to make it so, what's the word? So complicated. When really, if you're interested in someone, be interested, like pursue. Tell them, hey, I think you're beautiful. Can I take you out on a date? Can I get your number? Would you be comfortable having a conversation with me? I'd love to know more about you. Just be you, be authentically you. There's no reason for smoke and mirrors. There's no reason to, what's the word? To make it bigger than what it is. If you're interested in somebody, that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. You shouldn't feel fear in putting yourself out there for if they accept your interests and mirror your interests. That's a beautiful thing. Go pursue it. Go on dates. Go talk to them. See if they're the lovely one for you. And if they don't mirror that interest, then that's a beautiful thing as well, because you know this isn't the person that I'm meant to be pursuing in this moment. Thank you for letting me know we're not meant to be. And go find the one who you are meant to be with. For I think to sit with the interest and not to pursue it is a bigger downfall than to be denied, if you get what I'm saying. Because you can either sit and be frozen in time with the interest, scared to move, or you can put yourself out there and show yourself, I'm worthy of my desires. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of connection. And if it's with this person, that's a beautiful thing. And if they deny it, it's not really denial, it's more redirection. That's a beautiful thing as well. You're one step closer to who you are meant to coincide with and have a beautiful relationship with. So I will say, just be authentically you. Say, hi, this is my name. I'm interested in you. I think you're beautiful. Would you like to chat? And if the vibe is vibing, it's vibing. And if the vibe is not vibing, you'll find who you are meant to vibe it out with. And that's how I see it. Just be honest, choose love. No need for smoke and mirrors. Just show up with love and it'll work out. I truly believe it will. Okay, next. What is the most you like about making content? I will say this is something that has changed for me lately. I will say when I first started making content, what I liked the most was when I first started, it was more modeling. So I liked just pursuing my hobby of modeling. I like taking beautiful pictures. I like feeling beautiful. But rather lately, what I like about my content is the authenticity in it. I love sharing my love and my joy and my authentic nature. And I love the potential impact that it can make on somebody. I had a TikTok go viral lately where I was talking about one of my favorite books, The Four Agreements. And I'm pretty sure multiple people bought the book off of that video. And I think to see that I am a vessel of love in somebody's life, I was a golden link in somebody's life, is such a beautiful, beautiful blessing, because that book, it genuinely changed my life for the better. After I read that book, I released so many chunks of fear out of my life, and I started to live more authentically. So to imagine, even if just one person bought that book and read it, the change that it will impact on their life is a beautiful, beautiful blessing. And I will say, in creating content and every word that I speak, I feel fulfilled. Like it's this beautiful sensation to be doing something that feels true to you, to feel as if I'm where I'm meant to be. And I will say, when I'm making this content, I genuinely feel like I'm where I'm meant to be. And that is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blessing. And I hope with every word that I speak that I'm a vessel of love to somebody, someone, one soul, multiple souls, millions of souls, as many as the divine delivers my message or the message of love to. For I don't mind if somebody watches my video and what's the word? Any impact that somebody receives from watching my content is a blessing to me. For I hope and I pray that whoever views my content becomes closer to their true, authentic self. I hope that they find something that they align with, or maybe they don't align with, and in that they become closer to their soul's true expression of love and authenticity. I love creating, I love inspiring, I love sharing the beauty of life with the world, with you, with me. For in making my content, I teach myself a lot as well. Like I'll be editing my podcast, rewatching it, and I'll just watch myself in awe sometimes of just, wow, Brittany, I love you. Like this is beautiful. You are beautiful. And I'm learning so much from me. And I love sharing love and beauty and bliss. And that is what I love the most about my content. And now we have another fun question. If you could eat only at one restaurant for the rest of your life, what would it be? Okay, so when I wrote this one down, my initial thought, it wasn't a restaurant, but it was my auntie's house because they cook the best food. My auntie and my best friend Amani, y'all, their food is absolutely amazing, and you can taste the love in every bite, and it's like second nature cooking for them, and it's a beauty to see and to taste, and I'm just very grateful to see and to taste it. But if it can't be a family member's house, I'll say, I'm trying to think, what restaurant do I really, 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 really like? Hmm. Let's see. Because I don't, in the past, I probably would have said a burger. Huh. That's such a good question. Like, I could say Cheesecake Factory because they have everything, and I feel like that's like a good, like, all reliable type answer. Or I could say Olive Garden. A couple years ago, it would have been Olive Garden, but now me and dairy, we're kind of beefing. There's one like at the tip of my tongue. Hmm. You know what? I may just go cheesecake. I may just have to say cheesecake. I'll say Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory is a good one. There's this Philly and gyro spot. I you know what, I'm gonna say that one. I would choose a Philly and gyro spot because they have the best. It's just really good chicken. I'll have to make a video about it soon. I'll have to make a video about it soon. I don't think I featured that one in my gifts of the day yet, and it deserves to be featured because it is the best chicken ever. It's like this chicken gyro, and I genuinely think I could eat that every day. Yeah, I'll say that. A Philly and gyro spot. And our last question, this one, it kind of threw me for a little whirly, but it is my top 3 to 5 goals because I have beautiful things that I desire in this life. However, I don't know how much I desire those physical things, rather the emotional state of my being. So I went ahead and I wrote these down. Like when after I read the question, I immediately just wanted to like meditate on that because that's a beautiful, beautiful question, and I would love to give a beautiful answer. So, for number 1, I said I'd love to make a positive impact. I'd like to impact this world with love. I'd like to impact a life with love. I'd love to make a positive impact. And that is something that I seek to do in every moment, in all moments. And it's a beautiful goal to have and to cherish. And from that, beautiful visualizations will exist, but it's all rooted in the divine nature of sharing love. The second one I put was to live truly to me, to be authentically Brittany. And that is something that I feel like now I've done more than ever in my life. And it's such a breath of fresh air to be you and to not have to feel as if you need to shadow yourself or wear a costume to be accepted, but to rather just be you. Like I said in the past, I would view other people and want to be them rather than be myself. And once you truly accept yourself, it's this beautiful domino effect of accepting others as well. The people in the past that you would see and be insecure about yourself with, you now see them and you see the beauty in their authentic self as well as your authentic self. You see it as a mirror of opportunity of accepting yourself and living a joyful life rather than seeing somebody else and seeing it as a detriment to yourself for them to be living so freely and beautifully. And the more you choose authenticity of self rooted in love, the more joyful life becomes. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Next, I said to love regardless of fear. I don't I don't want to love and in the back of my head always hold a little bit back because of fear. No, I want to love fully, completely and deeply, and even in times where maybe pain comes, don't regret that love, but to rather be grateful for that love and be grateful for feeling that love, for I wanna feel love deeply and fully and wholly and beautifully, and I wanna accept that things change in life, and that is a beautiful thing. So rather than to hold back my love in the moment, I'd rather give my love fully and completely, and and in the same way, also make sure that I'm cherishing myself in love as well instead of fear. Because to love yourself as well sometimes is to do some things that bring fear, but rather like setting boundaries in the past for me was something that brought a whole lot of fear. So I was loving, but with fear. And therefore, the way I loved it wasn't in a cohesive manner. I gave a little too much because I was scared to put boundaries down. And now, to be who I am now, and I'm learning how to make boundaries beautiful, how to make beautiful boundaries, I feel myself feeling true, beautiful love within myself, with my community, with my family, with life. To experience love without fear is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And I think it feeds off of the authenticity thing, because when you're authentic in your love and you go where your love is truly loved and truly cherished and you feel truly fulfilled in it and you deny the fear in it, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. For I don't want to hold my love back out of fear. I want to love fully, completely, and truly. And I don't think I could ever truly regret that. Next, embrace the beauty of the moment, bask in all the blessings of my desires delivered to me. That's one like I even do now. I always say, um, there's so much beauty surrounding you and within you. Embrace the beauty surrounding you and within you. And that is something I always want to cherish in my life. I want to embrace the moment, the beauty of the moment. I don't want to live in the past or live in the future. I want to live in the beautiful, beautiful now, the magic now. This moment is magical, y'all. The present moment is magical. And when you truly, truly, truly meditate on the moment and grasp it and savor it, you'll see truly all the abundance surrounding you and within you, all the beauty surrounding you and within you, and all of the beautiful deliveries in your life from the divine for your desires are being fulfilled in ways you may not even notice now. But as you practice noticing, you'll notice more and more of your blessings and desires being delivered to you in your authentic, beautiful being, in your peace, being fulfilled in your peace. And the next one, the fifth goal, it's this one I almost didn't want to say, but I was just like, you know what, Brittany, we're embracing the moment, we're embracing what comes to mind. And a goal of mine is to embrace death, embrace change, embrace endings as well. Because in the past, when things would end or change or go not according to my plan, it would leave me a little bit, I'd be thrown. Like I'd be like kick and scream like a little toddler mentally. Like that was the feeling inside. It was just like, why is this happening? This wasn't the plan. Da, 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 da. But instead, in the now, in the future, in every moment, I want to embrace endings, for they are beautiful redirections. And nothing, love is never ending. Peace is never ending. The divine is never ending. What is meant to be will be. And when something leaves your life, when something changes unexpectedly, it's not happening to you. I feel like it's more happening for you. For, I don't know the answers of the universe. Maybe one day I can remember them. But I will say, I don't believe that our soul, our essence, this divine consciousness within us, I don't believe that ever truly dies. I believe that, and I embrace the that love has no ceiling, that peace has no ceiling, that the divine consciousness has no ceiling. And I believe everything happens for a beautiful, beautiful reason. And one of my goals is to embrace endings instead of having to grasp and try and throw them and keep something in my life that is so not meant for my life. I'd rather take that grip that's gripping on so tight and relax my hands and like holding on to sand. Let it flow. Let it flow. For everything happens as it is meant to be. And to embrace change is to embrace peace and to allow yourself to flow through the river of your life and not be exhausted fighting against the current, but rather to float and go where you are divinely meant to flow. Trust in the divine nature, divine consciousness in your life to always carry you where you are meant to be. For I am always in my Father's hands and in my mother's womb, and I am safe and secure. So those are my top 5 goals in this present moment. Make a positive impact, live truly to me, love regardless of fear, embrace the beauty of the moment, and embrace death. So those are all of y'all's questions, and now I guess I can finish it on my favorites. So like I said, these episodes, every 10th episode, I'm going to pick my favorite questions. And then if there's time at the end, I'm going to pick my favorite things from these past 10 weeks. So to start, my favorite mantra, y'all, soultribe.media. She's also my favorite creator, my favorite platform, my favorite everything. I adore my auntie, and she is the creative behind soultribe.media. And she will pick a favorite mantra. I believe it's monthly. And this past one that I've seen, I've really been singing it lately and just savoring it. And it's Shanti, 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 and it means peace. So it's Shanti and then Om. Om is like the sound of the universe, and Shanti means peace. And it's just a beautiful mantra that I sing whenever I feel like embracing peace in that moment. Another thing that I do lately is I don't as much listen to music in the shower anymore. I take silent showers. I don't have my phone or anything. And that has been a big life-changing thing for me because it's like the shower now is a meditation in its own. And as I'm showering, just letting my mind, my brain just be washed as well. Whatever thoughts need to flow, they flow in the shower. And sometimes I'll just have a silent shower, or sometimes I'll have a Shanti shower. Where as I shower, I just sing, I go, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And as I sing it, and I think I looked this up as well, each Shanti represents something else. So the first Shanti, I see it as my body. The second Shanti, I see it as the mind heart energy. And the third Shanti, I see it as the divine consciousness. So mind, body, and soul. Yeah. My favorite books, I actually have them to show y'all real quick. This one is the one I talked about earlier. It is The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Y'all, this book is such a beautiful blessing, and I'm currently doing my reread. I'm already halfway through. It's such an easy, light read. Like you will not regret reading this book. It gives you such a nuance to life that if you can grasp it, or even if you can't grasp it, it'll just bring you closer to remembering what your true essence of life is meant to be. And it is such a blessing to me, the Four Agreements. It gives you four um, simple rules to live by if they align with you, to live a life of peace, to live a life of bliss. And then this book, I got it for myself for my birthday. It is Tantra Illuminated. And y'all, I'm not even through the book yet. I'm not even halfway through this book, and it already has transformed me It's brought me a deeper understanding of my being, what my being is, what I would like to center myself in, what I would like to live a life of. Because as I started reading that book, I realized Tantra is something that I feel like I have already been cherishing and been calling on, and now it's like reading the words that my soul has already been whispering to me. And it's a beautiful thing to have a mirror, like a book, to teach you more about your soul and your nature and your authenticity. And I feel like Tantra is something that aligns with me in a way that I couldn't have even ever imagined. And it's a beautiful, beautiful blessing. And that's it for books. Favorite creators. Lately, I found this New York Times crosswords solver, and it's a different way of watching content, something to watch that soothes my soul rather than just feels like brain rot. And their channel is Crosshatch Puzzles. And if y'all are intrigued at all, I would say check it out. It's a beautiful, beautiful channel, and I love the videos. I love it, and I actually learn a lot while watching it. It's like brain food. And favorite shows. Lately, I watched the 4 seasons on Netflix, and I really liked that show. It reminded me of This Is Us, but the mature version because they're all adults. And if you like This Is Us, check out the 4 seasons. It's a nice, lighthearted, but also deep type of show. And I feel like it's one of those shows that you watch and based on your own judgments and your own ideas of what you see, you learn a lot more about yourself. And like I said, everything is an opportunity to learn and to grow. And that show is a beautiful one, an easy watch to see what aligns and doesn't align with you and learn more about you in the process of watching it. And products. Okay. This past month, I found my favorite lotion. I'm into trying out toxic free products just wherever and whenever I can. It's not a solid rule that everything I utilize is toxic free and clean. However, it's a conscious decision I make where and when I can. So I tried out the Honest body lotion and face lotion. It's in the baby section at Target, but y'all, it's not made just for babies, I promise. And that lotion is such a blessing to my skin. I'm very grateful for it. And that is one of my favorites. So yeah. Another creator I like is Sage of Mage, my bestie. I love her. Soul Tribe Media. I love I love Shishi's Closet. That's my mom. But yeah, I'm very grateful for this community. Y'all are my favorites, and I'm very grateful for these past 10 weeks of sharing my essence with all of you guys, and I'm grateful for how it has been received, and I'm grateful that I'm being delivered divinely where I'm meant to be to fulfill my being and my desires and my nature and my love. And I want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This has been your questions and my favorites. Beauty is surrounding you and most definitely within you. I love you. I hope that you love yourself. You deserve to love yourself. Later.